Hey there, it's Dave Altavilla for Hot Hardware here with a look at the all-new HP Spectre x360 15T 15-inch Ultrabook. This 15-inch all-aluminum clad beauty weighs in at just a smidge over 4 pounds, and for this class of machine, it's super thin and light. The configuration you're looking at here is the Spectre x360 15-AP012DX, to be exact, which is powered by an Intel Core i7-6500U dual-core processor with boost to 3.1 GHz, 16 GB of LPDDR3 RAM, and a 256GB M2 SATA solid-state drive, as well as Intel HD 520 integrated graphics. This model also sports a 15.6-inch Ultra HD IPS display with a native resolution of 3840 by 2160 and edge-to-edge glass. However, we're also currently testing a full HD 1080p version panel-equipped model with 8 GB of RAM and a Core i5-6200U processor along with that 256GB SSD. The model we're looking at here lists the 4K panel and Core i7 and 16GB of RAM SKU at $1,489, though the 1080p and 8GB of RAM and Core i5 variant we're testing as well lists for $1,149. With the machine, HP provides an all-black, high-quality box to pack the Spectre x360 in, as well as various pieces of literature, including a quick start guide, of course, and a small microfiber cloth to wipe things down with when needed. You also get this very small, travel-sized AC adapter that charges the system. Design and build quality-wise, the Spectre x360 15 is top-notch hardware. It has very clean, understated stylings, and it's built with premium materials. It really is a strikingly good-looking machine, and the Spectre logo on the back edge only adds to the polished and slick minimalistic stylings here. Fortunately, the machine also resists fingerprints as well, except for its glossy display. And yes, those polished aluminum hinges, true to the machine's namesake branding, swing a full 360 degrees to allow the machine to fold into an infinite number of positions for maximum flexibility. Of course, this allows new usage models with the X360, though even an ultralight 15-inch machine is more than a bit unwieldy as a tablet. Regardless, you can envision using it on the couch or perhaps in bed in this mode, and of course you can set the Spectre X360 up in other stances as well for kiosk-like use perhaps. And Windows 10 recognizes these movements and suggests tablet or conventional mode on the fly as needed. Across the front edge, fit, finish, and tolerances are very tight, with a thin channel cut into the bottom of the palm rest area for prying the lid open, and a thin grip strip on the top edge as well. The right edge is home to a volume rocker, nice touch, HP, a USB Type-C port, 2 USB 3 ports, as well as both DisplayPort and full-size HDMI output ports. The left edge is home to an SD card slot, power button, headset jack, another USB 3 port, and the power input jack with its charge indicator LED. The Spectre x360 T15's keyboard is very spacious with a firm aluminum typing deck and chiclet-style keycaps that have good travel and feel, even if they're a touch on the small side for my liking. Key placement is also good with proper upsized backspace, enter, and shift keys. The entire affair is also backlit nicely, and the touchpad is absolutely huge, supporting multi-touch gestures with excellent responsiveness. The X360 also sports a Bang & Olufsen audio system with quad speakers, 2 of which are top-firing on either side of the keyboard area. The sound quality of this system is definitely better than most notebooks. It still sounds like small, low-powered notebook speaker technology, but definitely offers better loudness and slightly more mid-range and bottom end than you'll typically hear in most notebooks. But that 15.6-inch 4K display sure is beautiful. Again, it's a glossy panel, so there's definitely a bit of glare here, but brightness is reasonably strong to compensate, and contrast, color reproduction, and saturation are excellent. By way of comparison, though it has a significantly larger bezel than Dell's XPS 15, display brightness, sharpness, and color reproduction is comparable to the XPS. The 1080p panel is just as vibrant as well, but not as crispy, obviously, as this 4K sex machine. Performance-wise, the Spectre x360 15T is a solid competitor, either with its Core i5 6200U Skylake variant CPU or the higher-end Core i7 6500U version, which has a bit more top-end clock speed. In many tests, even the lower-powered Core i5 6200U model scored near the top of the pack versus other Ultrabooks we've tested. Gaming, on the other hand, is a bit more subdued with this machine. With only Intel HD 520 integrated graphics on board, casual light-duty gaming is where you should set your expectations. The Spectre x360 isn't going to be as powerful in this area as, say, Dell's latest XPS 15 with discrete NVIDIA GeForce graphics, but that's not to say it's completely devoid of gaming chops either. In fact, Intel's integrated Skylake graphics are fairly robust these days for an IGP and offer a clean 15 to 20% boost in this area over Intel's previous generation notebook processors. Where you will feel the benefits of a lower powered system like the Spectre x360 is battery life, and we mustered over 8.5 hours of connected web uptime on the 1080p Core i5 version machine, placing this HP Ultralight Premium 15-inch in the top quadrant of all similar class notebooks we've tested to date. We're still testing battery life on the 4K display Core i7 version, but obviously with a lot more pixels to light up, you can expect it to offer less available uptime. No question about it, the HP Spectre x360 15T is a really great notebook, and though it's pricey for the 4K adorned top-end config at $1489, you can still configure more reasonably priced SKUs by going with the 1080p display or a lower-powered CPU. Regardless, this is a very sharp, well-built machine with clean lines, great build quality, and a subdued yet elegant styling that presents a very premium experience at every turn. But make sure you stop by HotHardware.com for our full review and mash that like button if you appreciate our video review here, and hit the subscribe to our channel while you're at it for more tech product reviews, event coverage, and our forever swank 2.5 Geeks webcast. It's Dave Altavilla for Hot Hardware with the HP Spectre x360 15T. Thanks again for stopping by.